All right, welcome back. First step to the trip to Half Century of Progress. We're all lined up here in Plain City. This is where we normally meet up. There's been a slight snafu already. We're already quite a bit behind schedule, which is, you know, wanted to leave a half hour ago. Anyway, Eric's bringing the 3010 with this Can-Am side-by-side, the rollover plow. Then Alex is bringing a 730 with a Harrow and his Gator. I've got my 302 propane, and now had to swap with Colton, his Polaris, because he was a little light, and we'll see that. Joel's got his 230 and his 350. Dave and Norm have their 960 and the 641 and their Ranger. And then Colton has this, and so we've swapped around, put my Gator up front because the head was hanging off the back and he was too light up front. So had a quick do-over. So we're getting ready to roll out, and we'll stop at the Beef House on the far side of Indiana and eat lunch, and then move on. Well, we made it. We're here waiting in line to get in. Got people already parking over there, but yeah, they're lined up all the way out the driveway here. So pretty much unscathed. One little fender bender in a fuel station parking lot. One flat tire, not in our group, but some of the people that met us. We ate lunch at the Beef House there at the west side of Indiana, which was awesome as always. And now we're ready to get unloaded. I will say that it's a good thing it's cloudy today. I've unloaded here before when it has been bright sun and super hot, and not gonna lie, it's kind of miserable. So, all right, well, I'm not gonna make you sit here in line with me. These people got some stuff for sale right over here. But yep, I'll bring you back later when we get inside. Well, we're unloaded. Empty trailers, Gator, 302. Just had a Jetstar show up. So these guys unfortunately parked where they're supposed to be a driveway. So I don't know, they've made a mess of the parking. They probably should have somebody out here directing that. But anyway, nice Jetstar sitting there. I think that was here before. But anyway, Eric's 3010 down here. The Rankin brothers met us at the Beef House, so we all ate together. Colton, when he was going to unload the McCormick 141, blew a hose underneath it so he couldn't raise the head, so that was interesting watching him get it off. But they're working on it now so they can go get a replacement line. And yeah, so we got stuff parked every place. Norm and Dave's propane 641. And yeah, so my uncle went down low down at the IH area, and so we're kind of waiting on him, and we're gonna go start moving around the show. Well, here's something I didn't expect. Cheryl needed this 302 diesel 67 driven over to the showground, so early evening tractor drive. Kind of motivating to get my diesel running. All right, it's Thursday morning. It is 9:45 here. I think the tractor drive was already to the left. I never even saw my uncle this morning. He went out on that. We're here at the Moline display, looking into the sun, so you probably can't say much. I'll be back later to do more filming, but I tell you, Delbert Schaefer's getting set up. Jeff's got his clones up here under the tent. Update on the diesel after I filmed coming down the road last night. It sputtered. I think some dirt in the fuel tank. Anyway, we got it here, and I'll show you that later. But anyway, a lot of cool stuff here, and we're gonna go do some things. But as the day progresses, we'll do some filming and show you all the awesomeness at this show. Definitely, I'm excited. You can hear it in my voice, right? All right, so Matt's up there talking. I will go over the A4T 1600 here. So this is Jeff Lawman's. He let me drive this around last night. This thing steers really better than mine. That's why he let me drive it. I see how it steers. It's got an 800 propane in it. This was built by a dealer, Jennings, I think he said it was. Jennings Implement in Illinois here. And they put that motor in. But yeah, it was fun driving this last night. It's probably bad that I drove it because then it makes me want a open. Good thing about this one is it does have PTO and 3-point, later style 3-point. And you can also tell that it's got the PTO. As you see on mine, you got the shaft here, but the PTO, you have the second shaft coming up through. And he's done a lot of the same work I have with lines and different things. Propane tank, so if you've been watching my videos on mine, you can tell the difference. And it's got the big air filter on the side to pull more air in. But yeah, that was definitely fun driving last night. This came in as we were getting ready to leave last night. A couple big power units here, Moline power units. This is the tandem 6-cylinder, those 800s. Not exactly sure, but would have been used to power generator or well pump or something like that. But the cooler part about this whole setup is it's hooked up to a dualed up, I think that would be a 1050, hooked up to an A4T. So they've taken the 3-point arms off this. This one does, this A4T does have PTO, propane, clamp on duals. It's a 1600, so it should be a 504B, maybe. Flat nose, so it'd be a late one, later. Guess the good thing is with duals, with the clamp-ons, it makes it a little more narrow to haul. And yeah, pretty cool setup. Yeah, that would be a 1350, because that's a 585 in here with the external oil pump and hydraulic pump on there. Pretty interesting how 6-wheel drive, there'd be some serious it's definitely some serious horsepower. And they've got the motors trailered on the back here. So telling you, this show is awesome because you see just a little bit of everything here. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can get Matt moving. Well, I'm gonna spin around here. It's like a part of a uni that they made a sprayer out of. I don't know. This isn't even, this is just parts of Moline, I would say, put together. There's a tag there, but I've put together to do a spray unit. Kind of unique way to do it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, I'm gonna come back later and go through these one by one, because I know if I start doing that, then Matt's gonna be ready and he wants to go over to the swap meet, and we'll come back and go through these one by one later. All right, so we're gonna just start and run down through what's here so far. Again, it's Thursday morning. Got my 1970 U302 propane, one of 25 propanes made in 1970. Next door to Cheryl's 67 302 diesel. It's the one I was driving last night. We got it here after some issues, but it's here. Actually ran real good until it didn't. And it's just a fuel. It's in the fuel tank. Got a nice Z here. U. The deluxe seat on the back. G6 propane. Got a 445 propane. Next to a UB gas, guessing 53-ish. Very similar to Grandpa's. It's the Winters out of Stewartson, Illinois. It actually says it's a 54. 602 gas. Got Mark Bragg's 62 M5, some Charleston, Illinois propane. Nicely done. Got another U. Then we got a 1050 diesel that is loaded down with rear weight. I didn't really walk around this one yesterday. It's good from the back, just looking down where we just walked, but got a radio up on the fender there. The other side stacked with weights. And then he's got the extra weight brackets on the sides up here in the front. A full stack of weights on this thing. And it is for sale. And for anybody that might be interested, there's the phone number. We got it next to a 705. And next to a UB 55. It's Miles Young's out of Downs, Illinois. A 670 propane over here. I would say this is a 69 based on the flat top fenders. Set of weights on the back. Nice looking tractor. It's the Knight families out of Indiana there. You got a U. That's Kenny Knight's. That's out of Potomac, Illinois. So this, different Knights. So, Illinois Knights. Got a Jetstar 2. Ron and Geneva Beck out of Gibson City, Illinois. Got a G, that's the Knight families. It's a 1950. Got a G1000 Wheatland. That's also the Knight's families. Propane. And then a Twin City here in the end. Got a Moline manure spreader. Got Jeff's his experimentals, the 43 NT clone. And then we got a bunch of toys up here. The Overmeyer families. Really nice display. And Delbert's got set up here selling parts. And we've got noses here that I saw them bring in earlier. Those are already primed. ready to go. Reproduction's pretty nice. Got a barge wagon hooked up to a UB with the picker on it. Really nice. 1954. It's owned by the Westfalls out of Brookston, Indiana. It's even got the screen on the front. It's got the cover over the exhaust. Really nice unit there. Pretty much complete. Grandpa used a picker on his. So you got the side covers here. It's pretty awesome. UB Special, be a 55 narrow front. Next to UB Special Diesel wide front. Got an R. It's out of Reedsville, Wisconsin. Got a GB. David Waters out of Sellersville, Illinois. Big rubber on the back of that. 55. Got a propane U. I can smell propane. G708 propane. Four-wheel drive. Kind of a rare bird. G900 propane. A lot of propanes. It's also Dave Waters 69. Seen this tractor here before. Really nice tractor. Runs nice. Next to a 61 M5. And a little sign about the history on that if you want to pause. And this is that sprayer we looked at a little bit ago. It's next to a 445 propane. I'm saying propane a lot today. It's Lonnie Cripes out of Rochester, Indiana. Got a V and an R. And like I said, out in the middle we've got the A4Ts. There's some back here, some other ones I'll walk back up to. Got a G750. This is over in Wilkie's area. This one's for sale. 6 weights on the front. That is a gasoline tractor. We got it next to a G1000 Wheatland. The cab on it. Next to a 1350. Full stack of weights on it, both sides. Bubble nose, propane, front wheel assist. That one's, you're not going to see that very often. Pretty awesome. It's got an 800 in it. Even more rare. That's pretty cool. Like if I was made of money, that would be cool to have. What I'm not is made of money. And then we got a 1350 Wheatland propane. Pretty awesome. A lot of propanes. Jeff's out there, he just started up his A4T, showing it off. He's been here talking to people, and it's pretty awesome that he's out there being engaged and showing people how it drives, how it steers. It sounds really good. It is tight. It's told me that yesterday, and I drove it. It's definitely tight. Nice tractor.
But are those bushings replaceable on those carrying cylinders, and have made?
So there's the 71 dealer installed 800 in it from Jennings Implement, and third flat nose serial number 134. All right, well, Colton's gonna go take his combine out, so I'm gonna go over and try to film that for you. But first things first is we had to show all the Moleens, because my name's not Andy Ohio MM for no reason. Gotta represent for Moleens before we do anything else, right? Man, that's a good looking tractor. So Matt had to use the side-by-side to go help John Younger. His mower quit, so I'm just walking over here to the field where they're picking and combining corn. I can hear Colton's got his running over here. Still a lot of green in the stuff that's on the ground, but that's the way it works here. Yep, he's got it all going. Looks like he's already run through because he's blowing some stuff out the back. Hopefully we get to see him go here shortly. All right, they're not gonna run till 2, but while I'm out here, I'm gonna just kind of walk around and see what's here. You got a little bit of everything. Did run into Lloyd Stillings yesterday, distant relative. He's here. He's going to be pulling a wagon around out here, he said. But old Gleaner E. It's an old John Deere there. We got MM Minneapolis cross motor here. That's a nice looking tractor. Oh, but we got to walk over here because there's Prairie Gold. It's kind of cool. There's a little John Deere with tracks on the back with a disc plow. 33 turbo combine. So auger wagon on tracks with a crawler on it. Look out here. That is cool. I'd say it's a 5-star propane. Front wheel drive, 4-wheel drive axle under it. Pretty cool. Probably saying that a lot, aren't I? It's because it is. It's like they put a bunch of work into the regulator and the carburetor, new starter, new alternator. Got a 5-star over here. Gas next to a U. I mean, it's just every place you look. It's something you want to see. A nice 756 here with a 4-bottom behind it. Got a case with dualed up. Eric's 3010 there with the rollover plow. With Alex's 730, the Harrow. Got the big flag flying, largest flag flying right in the United States. today, and we're here with it. Nice old Ford and Avery. These guys will be plowing here in a little bit. Another old Ford. Big plow here. They'll be pulling with this big case. Got two of them. There's another one next to it. Jesus, is a big case. 1911, 110 horsepower. It's owned by Bill Jansen. Weighs 48,000 pounds. That's what the sign says. I'm 6 foot tall. And yeah, those are much bigger than I am. Jeez, that's impressive. And when it comes down through, it just rumbles the ground. Oh, and the smell. So one thing I wish I could give you on the video is if you could smell what these things smell like when you're out here with them. Cool little doodle bug there. And then they've got a Indiana tractor special thresher set up over here. Mount Vernon, Indiana. And of course the flag. All right, I gotta find Matt. I'm tired of walking. They've already worked this field down. Eric's gonna be plowing in a little bit. 2 o'clock, Colton's combining. We're gonna try to get all this filmed so we can show it to you. Well, I don't know where Matt's at, but I'm gonna come over here to the Heritage Iron Tent. Got a cool little D21 tractor here. Got an 1150 Massey with some big rubber on the back. We got another one painted black. Big rubber. And what caught my eye and really got me moving this way was this G900. Gas. 1967. Dealer sticker. I can't read it. It's faded out. Both sides. Pretty neat, pretty straight. Next to D21. On the other side over here, got a big Steiger. I think it was here last time. Next to another 1150, 1970. Another D21. Nice one. You'll see why I'm walking through these here in just a second. Nice 1466. And then red, white, and blue 1350. We saw one of these last weekend, and this is not the same tractor. Propane. Really nice tractor here. Yep. Like to drive that thing. Should be a, seeing it's an 8, this has got an 800 in it. Another 800. Makes it pretty special. 77, 7600. Next to a really nicely restored G1000. Call that probably a 66 propane. Case 1030. 806 with a Cummins in it. I am not sure what that is. 2255. 1568. 1155. 4100. 1456. It's a nice looking tractor there. 1468. We got a Vista. Full stack of weights up there. It's a diesel next to a diesel narrow front. Don't see a whole lot of those. The narrow front. It's got a 504A in it, which was what it would have come with. And we'll walk over to the other side. Got a 1086 narrow front there set up for pulling. 806. 8070 Alice. Next to a 4W220. And a couple more D21s. It's interesting to look how these are set up as opposed to the A4Ts.